So the people really want to switch back to the topic of uncertainty. So I have Paul. Thank you again for sharing your thoughts. So he's saying a major challenge is how to manage perpetual disruption. So not just disruption, but perpetual, ever happening disruption, right? And so at both the local and the global levels, right? And sketching the potential possibilities for the future. Do you have any thoughts or advice to share on that? Managing perpetual disruptions.
Well, that management, or that first the foresight, the understanding what the future might bring, has to become second nature, because then the perpetual becomes more of a ongoing development. It's just what happens in the marketplace. And from a different perspective, you also have to think about how you actually manage those uncertainties and those disruptions, or whatever you want to call the transformations. There's one way, and this is the way a lot of companies and even a lot of individuals manage the world. It's like, ooh, 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 something happens today. It's not good. I need to manage it. I need to put out the fire. The problem is, if you get in this constant putting out fires mode, you actually are completely distracted from preventing the next fire. So there is a chance in a perfect world again. You will never avoid that one or two fires will flare up and you will have to take care of them. But if you are ahead and you're preventing fires by becoming aware that the possibility exists, once the fire starts, you essentially take your fire extinguisher that you already put next to the fire to extinguish the fire. So it's a little bit about the mindset in general. If you just expect the world is a constant change, you will address it differently than if you expect that there is a clear pathway and that deviations are the surprise. I would almost say, if you have a sketched out pathway and you can stay on that one, that should be the surprise. It's likely that something will happen that you at least have to adjust, potentially completely abandon your strategy. So it's a very crucial question. How do you manage it if there's constant change going on? But even in a VUCA world, even in a world that's speeding up the change, which I think is true, if you keep options in mind and look at the potential, it becomes much easier to navigate.